Let me get out of here.
Man, welcome in. Set Up Fake Stuff podcast, back at it again, doing what we do, talking about the fake stuff. We're diving deep into the fake stuff again. Dynasty talk. Playing a little worth the first. Really just a discussion on what the value is on some of these players, because I'm going to call it worth the first, but, I mean, we'd be talking about mid-first, late-first. I mean, heck, me and Crabman was just bouncing off the top of our head some of these players for these early first, what we would give up and stuff like that. So, Crabman, what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. Hanging out in the garage, drinking a little bit, just having a good time. I mean, we really are some true degenerates talking about fantasy football on like February 15th. Like, I feel like there ain't a whole lot going on, but it's just like my mind can't stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, man, you got to get ready for next year. You got to prep as early as it is. If you don't prep, I've already started doing mock drafts. I don't give
No,
shit.
you haven't. No, you have not.
Dying.
I'm about to say, I believed you.
So who am I picking? It don't make shit. I'm picking them.
You don't even know where you're drafted at next
Passing that
year
time.
or nothing. Just filling out the ADP ain't even came out yet. It don't even matter.
I got to make sure I got drafted in the first, the second, all the way through the 12th. Just see where I'm gonna hit.
But I tell you one thing about like JD was in our dynasty league when he joined in. He was like, he was so prepped for that startup draft. He told me he had 12 players in each round, like ranked in each round, not just wide receiver rankings or running back rankings, but it was like, this is the guy I'm drafted in this round. If he goes, then I'm going to get this guy on and so forth. I was like, man, that's some serious. And he did win the championship the first year in Dynasty, though. So
They did.
Yeah, he won.
Dedication.
Dedication.
Hey, I'm looking at that team now. I was literally looking at this team the other day, thinking about that decline. Man, JD, I hope that notebook is a little bit thicker. I hope he got a few more pages written down in there, getting ready. He's about to learn how to rebuild.
Well, when you win that championship, I always say in Dynasty, like the easiest years to win are the first couple, because most teams are drafting for youth and stuff, and if you just come into your Dynasty draft with redraft rankings and just roll with that, like you have a very good chance of winning in the first or second year.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with that. All right. Shoot, man, just same old as far as, 5-star review. I mean, it really helps us out. And you go check us out on YouTube. Go hit the little, I think it might be a bell up there. Hey, we trying to build them subscribers. We're up to like 10 or 11, something like that right now. Hey, if you listen to us in podcast form, slide on over to YouTube. I mean, we're trying to build them both up. So we're new to the YouTube. We've been there for a few episodes. It's definitely less than 10, but hey, every episode's on YouTube. Go check it out. Craftman, anything you want to say to the folks out there?
Yeah, slide on to YouTube. Our faces are definitely better than our voices, and until we got Brad on, like he had that sultry voice, but then you look at him and it's like, man, maybe they are meant for Spotify. I mean, I don't know.
Like the white Lionel Richie.
Man,
white Lionel Richie. That's not a good thing.
Ugly ass mug, ain't he? Ugly as a motherfucker, ain't he? Hey, it's a good thing we ain't got NDB on here tonight.
Yeah,
he character off the Cosby Show. Fat Albert.
Oh man,
I guess, yeah. Oh, NDB done backed out on us, I guess.
Hey, talking about Bill Cosby nowadays ain't nothing good anymore like it was back when you were a kid, was it, Brad? Like the Cosby Show, was that one of them shows that everybody was like super high on, not knowing what
he let us down. He let us down a little bit.
Oh man, I heard a podcast on him the other day and I was like, good God Almighty knows. Like this dude, This dude was the devil reincarnated. I mean,
Dang.
That man sold pudding pops.
You talk about you heard him on a true crime podcast?
yeah, it was something like that. What's that? Oh, and what was so funny
Hell
is like he was in like doing comedy shows talking about Spanish Fly. He was like, "Yeah, Spanish Fly, man, it'd be making them girls like not know where they're at and stuff." Like joking about it, like and like his and it's like, you know, speak about your true life. I guess that's the best way to go.
You know, it'd be funny if I drugged her.
That shit crazy. I know it is funny when we look back on that shit. Some of that shit.
That's the cougar right there. You just got pranked.
Oh man.
So,
We're talking fancy football podcast talking about Bill Cosby for the first 5 minutes. That's the way we roll.
I used to call Deshaun Watson the NFL Bill Cosby for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I guess I made it past that. All right, hey, yeah, what we doing? Worth the first, but we're going to talk about the values of some of these players, like maybe some. I mean, hey, we might talk about all kinds of players, really. I got a list in front of me, but now when I think about it all, you know, a lot of things. Me and Crabman, we like to break up in a mid, pretty much a mid first. Really, the sweet spot is mid first, late first, early second, in that range right there. That's pretty much what we're talking about with some of these trades.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, I think these are players that you can actually like send out just straight up for not adding a plus or, you know, trying to get extra. Like, this is just this guy for the 109, and it might can get done. And when we mention these players, if we're mentioning them in the same like value aspect of it, like they're worth 108 to 112 or whatever, all these players are valued the same. So just because we're saying you could trade it for a first doesn't mean you can't trade these players straight up for another player that we mentioned tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I smell what you stepping in.
I'm definitely smelling what you're stepping in. I just hope everybody listening is smelling what you're stepping in.
Maybe.
All right, well, let's just start it off. First name on the docket is Terry McClaurin. It's gonna be a lot for me. I mean, I feel like once it gets to rookie time, people start putting names and shit like that. I mean, I feel like Terry McClaurin is definitely worth the mid first. That joker just finished as like a wide receiver 7 or something like that. And B Radical, we was talking before the podcast started. He said that he thought Terry McClaurin would be the same as this past year. And I'm thinking, I'm sending out my first round pick then. If you can give me a top 10 wide receiver year, you know what I'm saying? So
he's 29 years old though.
I mean, I feel like this is the beginning of it all though. This is going to be the best Terry McLaurin these next 2 to 3 years.
He really hadn't had a quarterback that could, you know, push him to be great. Truthfully, you know, it's like there's a lot of good wide receivers out there. They just don't have nobody to throw it to them.
Yeah, but I mean, like he did have his best year this past year, and I know it's a rookie quarterback, but there's still this, you know, kind of this guy gets drafted every year hoping something's great.
Stigmatism.
Like like astigmatism, you know, the stuff you got in your eye, you know, you can't see right. But yeah, it's not a stigma. It's the stigma, just a stigma, Brad. Come on now. It's just a stigma. I think you just named a freaking optical disease.
I said made it sound like really smart. Stigmatism.
But yeah, there's a stigma that goes around with Terry McLaurin, like for years and years. Same thing with DJ Moore, you know, players like that, where it's like I got that year out of them. But when we go into redraft next year, I could pretty much guarantee he finishes a wide receiver 7 next year. There's no way he's going anywhere near that when the draft comes around. So the fantasy community is definitely going to be thinking different, especially the dynasty community is going to be thinking different of Terry McLaurin, especially when these rookies, you know, some names start getting put in with them draft picks. So I think you can get Terry McLaurin for like the 107. Well, I think it's definitely possible.
Well, you think you see my only draft pick this whole rookie season is a 110, And that's what me and you got in that FFPC league. Would you trade a 110 for Terry McLaurin?
Well, we're competing though. That's kind of what works with that. Is like you got to look at your team, and there's a lot of dynasty teams who have Terry McLaurin who aren't competing. So it would be a perfect match for somebody who's not competing. So, I mean, me and you are. So I would trade the 110 for Terry McLaurin.
Yeah,
put it out there. We're always competing though. We ain't always competing.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm sure it'd be radical. I'm sure he goes along with the same thing you got. See, Brad, a lot of my guys I play Dynasty with, a lot of them like to start off young and go that route. And I know a lot of Crabman's guys, it's all about winning all the time. So
yeah, you trade. What you do is you trade them young guys after that first year, and you just try to go for them guys that are gonna win you right now.
Yeah. I think there's a way to approach Dynasty where you never have to rebuild, and that you can. I mean, you don't ever have to be like finishing in 5th every year, but I think there's a way to win championships and also be competitive. You know, every year or so. I mean, you never want to get to a point where you're completely old, but like I won that championship last year, and I want to make a couple of moves to get a little bit younger, but I still want to be, when I look around the league, like you still want to be, you look at the teams, you want to be like in the top 4 in your own opinion. You got to be objective, but like, do I have a chance to win it? You know?
Yep, you're done. You're done for in that league you talking about.
I'm running it back.
All right. So we talk about, so real quick before I move on, Terry McLaurin, definitely worth the late, and you consider giving up a mid first for him, 107. Because I mean,
why not?
We're sitting here saying this. Me and you ain't even broke down rookies. I'm sure there's some people out there that probably got an idea of what the 107 is looking like, but I don't got no names for you. So, all right, Mike. Oh, go ahead, Kraft.
I was just gonna say you got to find that right match, like in your dynasty league. You got to find the team that's like not competing, or the team that needs to get younger. Like we might mention, 15 guys tonight, but in your league there might only be like 2 guys that are actually attainable from a team that that matches with yours.
Preach, I'm with you. All right, so the next, I couldn't agree with you more, Crab Man. It's all about that partnership, about what they need and what you need. Mike Evans, what are we doing with him? Every year, I feel like people want to, count him out. Heck, we got Mike Evans. If somebody comes up to you for a late first with Mike Evans, you selling him?
I mean, probably not.
Yeah, and we're trying to win. Brad, would you sell Mike Evans, or what would you? Yeah, I feel like I know where Brad.
I ain't selling Mike Evans, man.
Yeah,
I mean, until he actually hits bottom and is just out of it.
Yeah.
Every year, like you said, every year he's like counted out, and then like every year he comes back with a vengeance. It's like,
yeah. But what if you're like a mid-tier team in your dynasty league? Like you're kind of middling along, like Matt Hammond over there, just middling along, and you get Matt for real though in our dynasty league, Mike Evans for the 110. Like if you had the 110, would you send it out for Mike Evans this year? I feel like it's kind of close, right?
Yeah, it's definitely close. Late first is up. It's definitely in there. I mean, we're gonna have to definitely drop some episodes where we talk about strategy, because I think now if I was anybody but any kind of first round pick, I would just kind of save it to near draft time and go get. You could probably get whatever veteran, but probably a step up, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I would just hold on to anything. But yeah, I mean, I would send out a late first for Mike Evans. And Doo-Doo Dynasty, where I got the best roster from start to finish, yeah, I'd probably slide up there and grab me a vet. You know what I'm saying? Heck, in that league that me and you are in, Crab Man, I mean, we already got Mike Evans, but I mean, if there was another Mike Evans type guy that we could buy, and get that type of production, I'd do it again. I wouldn't hesitate. Would
you tear down in production, like to go a little younger in age? Just say like Mike Evans for Jordan Addison, like something like that came in. Would you do something like that?
I would definitely take Addison, but I just don't think nothing. I feel like Mike Evans is in that zone where it's just it is what it is. I don't even think you could sell them, really. I feel like if you got them, you probably holding the back. Heck, it's like what Brad said, talking about until he just falls off. That's probably what's going to happen with you in Dynasty. I mean,
right.
Could we even trade Mike Evans? I mean, I don't even know if we could trade Mike Evans.
Mike Evans for Jordan Addison or somebody like that would be a perfect, like, if a team's looking to get a little younger. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something like that in our league.
Send it out then, Crab Man. I'll support it.
Send it out.
Well, I mean, like I said, there's a way to still win championships without, completely getting too old where your whole entire roster is retired. You don't want to get to that point either.
I mean, it's a lot of times at the end, it's just luck of the draw, It's situationship where, the Detroit Lions are playing for something and the Bears are not. It's kind of works that way. It's like, it's hard to predict the end of the year. You can always, get a good roster at the beginning of the year, but the end of the year is just like a crap show.
But one thing I do live by in Dynasty is I would rather get rid of a player 1 year early.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would rather, if I got rid of Mike Evans for, say, Jordan Addison, and Mike Evans had a good year and then just completely fell off. Like, what are we going to be talking about Mike Evans next year? So I'll take that chance of maybe I, screwed up this season.
Yeah. Oh, you remember Dad thought I was crazy. He's so mad at me for getting rid of Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
He was so mad. He was so mad at me. He's like,
I remember
trading for this guy. This shit.
Yeah. I remember that trade.
I got good players for him. Yeah.
It was Travis Kelce. It was Travis Kelce and Keenan Allen for DK Metcalf and Debo.
Right.
Hey, man, listen, that is the perfect story for what I talk about with dynasty trades. Like, you cannot overreact to dynasty trades, man. You never know how the things are going to play out, man. I mean,
and Dad ruined my championship this year because he trade in the offseason, he traded Devontae Adams and James Conner, the team that beat me, for Michael Pittman. Let's get fucking real. Like, come on.
That's crazy.
For the Pit Man?
For the Pit Man. He's like, I was just trying to get younger. I was like, have you seen Anthony Richardson throw a football?
Or you could have got Josh Downs for like pennies.
Man, that's so funny. Real. It is crazy how them dynasty trades work out like that, man. That Travis Kelce story, that just kills me, man, because I wish I could get rid of Travis Kelce today. I cannot get rid of that bum. He's just stuck with me. All right, crap, man. McMillan.
Yeah, Jalen McMillan. He's worth a late first. I don't see anybody in the dynasty community trading McMillan for a second. It makes no sense to me. So you have to call your shot on him. He's just one of them guys that's like you're calling your shot that Chris Godwin is done, and McMillan is the next guy. So I don't know where y'all stand on that. Brad, where are you at on that?
He definitely has like a high upside. Where is he going at though? Like how high would you say this is for first, right?
Yeah. For
I'd do it. It's just because Tampa Bay is just that kind of team, and he's coming on strong, and I think Mike Evans' role is going to get a little bit less. We just talked about Mike Evans. I think his role is going to be a little bit less, and then they're going to use the rookie a lot more.
Yeah, I would with it. Late first, I'd definitely give up a late first for McMillan. What's up, crap, man? Are we just spitting ideas? I just keep on thinking about what kind of players me and you could get with that 110.
Being selfish.
I mean, McMillan's young.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind keeping a young guy, but I mean, we do got Mike Evans too, though.
Hey, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
All right, well, shoot, man. Me and Crabman are gonna be trading that first round pick. That thing gonna be gone, man.
Right before the draft, though. Right before the draft, when it's worth the most.
Hey, I'm with you. I do agree. This dude's price is literally that it's a late first because you can't get him for a second type deal. Because I mean, the person with a late first might not even sell him for a late first,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But if you're playing the game, some people, but a lot of people would, you know what I'm saying? You just drafted this guy in the third round of your rookie drafts, and now you can get a first for him. It's like, I might as well, some people are going to take it. I've done trades like that too, where you just do it. It's just a value game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a report that came out today that the Bucs are trying their best to re-sign Chris Godwin. So if Godwin comes back, then, McMillan might not be worth as much. You might have to wait another year or two.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those players that you just got to, you got to call it. You got to call it if you want him or not. He might be great. He might be a Jahan Dotson,
Right. Yeah.
He had a big catch in the Super Bowl.
Who? John Dotson.
Yeah.
Jahan.
He did have a good catch in the Super Bowl. I remember I traded a late first and a future second for Jahan Dotson. And that was one of them players that I thought was going to be good. And, shit just didn't work out. That could happen with Jalen McMillan easily.
Yeah. Yep, I hear you. I mean, all right, well, let's move on because this one's an interesting one right here that we got because Noah Dickblower showed me a trade with him, and there was a couple firsts involved, but Chase Brown, I'm just wondering what this guy's value is and the reason why I'm even wondering so much is because, I mean, I might be mistaken, but NDB paid 2 firsts for Chase Brown. Is that right? So, I mean, his value is way up there.
He paid, a 25 late first and a 27 first or something like that. So a couple years down the road, but it was something substantial to get Chase Brown on his team. But in a day, he ended up adding Chase Brown and Justin Jefferson to his roster and went straight from a middling team to somebody that, gonna be hard to fuck with next year.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. Well, Chase Brown, I would easily give up a late first for Chase Brown.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. A late. Yeah. I think he's more in the type of the mid range first, like a 105, 108 range first.
I would love to see some rookie drafts in front of me, some rookie mocks in front of my face. Man, Chase Brown, his value is way up there if it didn't got like that. You know what I'm saying? So is he a sell high? That's the question. Is that man a sell high? You want it? Like you said, you like to get out a year early than late. You know what I'm saying? This dude's value is way up there. I mean, one guy just sold him for 2 first, crap, man.
I mean, the thing that's fun about fantasy is sticking with your priors. And I like Chase Brown in college. I like Chase Brown. I think he's talented as shit with the Bengals. I like the team he's on. So it's going to be hard to pry Chase Brown from me. I mean, I agree he's a sell high. He's definitely not a buy low, but I just think he's going to be really fucking good with the Bengals for a long time. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now. And as far as rookie drafts go, you don't have names connected with the picks they're going at. So you really have to ask yourself, would you rather have Chase Brown or would you rather have the running back with the Chargers or the running back with the Broncos or the running back with the Cowboys? Because that's really what it's going to come down to.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just tough, man. I know Brad's a Chase Brown guy, so you agree with that? I mean, I easily.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, when I was doing the dynasty drafts, I drafted Kendre Miller and I drafted Chase Brown. And Austin, did you hear that?
What? No, I can't hear a damn thing.
Yeah, because I'm the running back whisperer. That's why you can't hear that
shit. Well, Kendre Miller ain't nothing to brag on right now, Brad.
He will be. He will be.
Yeah, could be for real.
Chase Brown definitely is, and I would put him in probably top 7 to 10 running backs
next year or in dynasty.
Next year.
Yeah, I'm with it. I really don't disagree. I was just wondering where his value is at because I've seen that man go for a lot. You know what I'm saying?
They use him a lot. They use him in passing and run. I mean, he's just going to be. He's going to be there. It's like whenever Mixon left, it was like he took over that role wholeheartedly, and he just gets a ton of volume.
And if they sign Chase and Higgins, like it's over. They're not spending no capital on running back. Like
right,
they cannot spend no more on offense because they still got to address the offensive line. Like Burrow, Chase, and Higgins.
Yeah.
Why not keep the rookie that got drafted in the 5th round?
Exactly.
Or later. I don't remember where he went. I know he went late. So pay him nothing.
I think it was 5th round.
Yeah. It makes too much sense.
Right.
All right, well, we'll keep it with the running back. Slide it over to Derrick Henry because this dude's name gets brought up every single year because everybody wants to know when the fuck this dude's gonna fall off. So basically, another year of this. Is he worth the first? Is he worth a late first? Would you pay your $110 for Derrick Henry for a season in Baltimore running it back?
The answer is yeah. I mean.
Man, I'm with you though.
Yeah, you're doing it. The real question is, if you're a competing team, how much are you willing to pay for Derrick Henry? And that's kind of tough. Like, I mean, Brad, would you trade a younger running back with a little bit less production for Derrick Henry? I mean, would you trade Chase Brown for Derrick Henry?
No, I'd keep Chase Brown. I miss, Derrick Henry. I mean, I feel like he's worth the risk, but I'm not trading a sure thing for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got them SEC legs, baby.
But Kenneth Walker. That's a little
for Derrick Henry.
Kenneth Walker for Derrick Henry, Dynasty.
It depends on where I'm at in Dynasty.
You're all the way going for
it right now.
You're all the way going for it.
If I'm all the way going for it, I'm keeping Derrick Henry.
Be trading.
The numbers last year were ridiculous. I mean,
yeah.
And he's in the perfect offense for it. So
Breece Hall.
No. Too much, man. It's too much. It's too high.
Okay.
Can't do it.
What are the Jets going to be doing, man?
I don't know, but I've seen Breece Hall with Zach Wilson finishes like the RB 4. I can't even remember.
Yeah, so, it was RB 4. But I just want to know, Breece Hall isn't on our list tonight, but what are we doing with Breece? He did the only reason I'm asking this question is because Breece Hall didn't look good last year.
Yeah,
the Jets didn't look good last year,
but he didn't look good either.
But the Jets didn't either.
So where you at? Where you at with Breece? Like, where does he fall in dynasty rankings, Matt?
Man, look, he's just in that range where I would sell him. Like it's just how I mean it's really when it comes to this dynasty stuff. Like everybody's a sell high and a buy low. You know what I'm saying? We do these episodes and shit, but Breece Hall's a sell high and a buy low. Like he's a sell high as far as like. I mean,
his name.
Yeah, his name and what is he in a dynasty ranking right now? I mean, is he below? I mean, is he 4? Is he below 4? Is he 5 now? I mean, who would jump up ahead of him? I mean, Bijan, Jameer, and who else? Saquon. So I mean, I don't know. Like I did a trade where I pretty much got. I mean, I know there was another part to it with quarterbacks and stuff, but I was trying my best to go for Breece Hall to Amon-Ra, and that's what I did.
I know it sounds crazy, but James Cook or Breece Hall?
I think I would.
James Cook.
Yeah, like I would definitely take James Cook. I would downgrade from Breece Hall.
He's on a winning team.
I just don't even know what to think about. It's just like, what is the price for Breece Hall? Does a late first get you Breece Hall? Because I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
definitely rather have Breece Hall than a.
All right,
yeah, probably a mid too.
Breece Hall has a lot of potential. The good thing about Breece Hall is like you can, if Rodgers is gone, then Breece Hall is going to do well. I know that's something crazy for me to say, but it's like, if Rodgers is actually gone, I think Breece Hall will do much better than he did last year.
I think when it comes rookie time, like right after the NFL draft and all that stuff, I think you could get Breece Hall for a late first. I bet. Because I'm gonna be real. Because
no
if
way.
you a mid, I don't know if I would trade Breece Hall. I don't know if I would. I'm just gonna be real. I might would have a mid first round pick over Breece Hall. So
I really look at like Ashton Genty as like Breece Hall. Like I could see him. I could see myself rather having Breece Hall than the 101 this year. So
it just depends on where he goes.
Yeah, it depends on where he goes.
If Genty goes to the Cowboys, you definitely ain't taking him. There's still a lot of good landing spots out there. Yeah. Just like last year. It's another year of that. And now there's allegedly a bunch of good running backs.
Yeah.
It's just a little different landscape. I mean, I'm just saying when it comes rookie time, you're telling me 109?
No, it's not going to be some.
There's going to be some
104, 105 maybe.
Well, see, I would rather have the 104 to 105 than Breece, I think.
That's a trade that can happen then.
It's just we need to get into these rookie craft, man. Start putting some pen to paper. I wanted to see some names when I talk about these values and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know some names, but I mean, we're gonna do our rookie stuff, and we're gonna tell you how talented we think these players are, and then when we see them drop into the draft, like drop into the 4th round, or this guy freaking shoots up into the 1st round, we're going to change our opinions completely, like it is every year. So,
right.
I mean, that's why we start early on our rookies, because we want to like give out a true, honest opinion on what we think the talent of these players are before they get their landing spot, and then, you know, if the talent matches the landing spot, it's like, you know, to the moon type stuff.
All right, crap, man. The next name on our list, we got Rome Odunze, and listen, this was a no-brainer for me. This goes right into that category of why I think Rome Odunze is the best buy low in Dynasty, because he's that first-round pick that didn't do nothing.
JSN, same
thing. That first-round pick didn't do a dang thing.
And with the end, he did.
So,
yeah, Packers should have drafted JSN when they had the chance.
Mm-hmm.
So Rome Odunze, I could clearly pay a late first for Rome Odunze. He was at a mid first last year, so I feel like can't be worth the mid first this year. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that year he just put up. So if I can get Rome Odunze for a late first, I'm all in. I'll throw my 110 at Rome Odunze, crap, man.
I'm with you. Throw it out there. I mean, that's easy. That's easy money right there. I mean, the Bears, Ben Johnson coming in, like we mentioned on the previous episode. I mean, it just seems. I got a feeling with you, Matt. Like the longer I got to thinking about it, it was like, what did I think about Rome Odunze when we were talking about the rookies? And like Rome Odunze was like, this man is an incredible wide receiver, and he's going to be good in the NFL. So I think it's gonna happen. Caleb Williams is gonna be better. Their offense is gonna be better. Like Rome Odunze is gonna be top 24 next year. Call it now. Wide receiver 2.
Yes, sir. I'm with it. I'm just looking through trying to see who has Rome Odunze in this motherfucking league. But that reminds me, man. FFPC, I don't like y'all as much as Sleeper. I'm just being honest. That app, man, all that navigating I be having to do. I mean, come on, man. All right. Well, shoot. Oh, real quick, Brad. I got you.
Yeah, bro.
I got you another name. Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah.
Jeudy Rudy Tooty?
Is Jerry Jeudy worth the first?
Where did he finish last year, Matt?
Not to me.
Where did Jerry Jeudy finish? He was up there, wasn't he? He was on our team.
Judge Jeudy?
Jerry Jeudy. He finished, finished as a wide receiver 12 in PPR last year. 90 receptions for almost 1,229 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's a lot of fucking yards. That's Jameis. That's fucking Jameis, baby.
I'm gonna be real.
I didn't know, but I mean,
man, if I could say,
I like to go with consistencies. You know what I'm saying? With even with wide receivers, and he's kind of like, this is probably his best year he's ever had, right?
Yeah, it's the best year he's ever had. But this is Jameis Winston experience. Week 11,
true that. Jameis Winston.
Starting in week 8, 10, 10, 23, 11, 41, 14, 16, and then DTR came in. Dorian Thompson-Robinson came in. So, Matt, what do you think? It seems like the talent was kind of there. He hadn't shown it his entire career, but
my dumb ass, I'm over here creating the trade.
Creating the trade.
Hey, what you call it? Listen, man, that Jerry Jeudy hype, it's just one of those things. Listen, if I could get any value, I would trade Jerry Jeudy. We have Jerry Jeudy. I'd trade him right now for the 2-0.
Somebody more consistent, right?
Give me anything. I'll take the 202. Give me something, man. Man.
Would you?
What are the Browns about to do next year?
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
The Browns, this right here, I'm going to be real. If I can get a mid-second for Jerry Jeudy, slide it on my way.
Myles Garrett, too.
They're about to rebuild. He's locked down in there.
That's better for That's better for Jerry Jeudy if they get rid of Myles Garrett.
But I'm just saying, it isn't, but it's also not because they all, they're like built on their defense, kind of like the Bears. Like we can win with defense. Mike Ditka, yeah, but you know what? It ain't gonna work that way.
All right, man. I sent that trade 110 for Odunze. Let's see how that one comes up. Yeah. Listen, man, I've been a Jerry Jeudy hater because, listen, this dude was drafted like he was supposed to be like.
No, I'm a hater too.
Like how we look at Drake London today, like that's how we really supposed to be looking at Jerry Jeudy. Not some bum stuck in Cleveland. I mean, come on, man. Get out of here with that. I'm going to be real with it. If I could get anything for Jerry Jeudy, he's out of here. He's gone.
We missed him on the Sell High episode because he's obviously at that point.
Man, I wish I could. I'll take a third. Slide
third. Hey, come on. Don't even start with that shit. Not even a third.
Swear to God, I'll trade Jerry Jeudy for QJ. Give me QJ right now, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I want Quentin Johnston. Give me the young upside.
I think I would. I think I'd trade Jerry Jeudy for QJ. That ain't too.
Hey, I will say this, though. We the only people that would say something like that crap, man. Ain't nobody going.
I definitely trade him for McMillan.
All right. Ain't no doubt about that.
Go ahead and send that one out, too, while you're on your phone on FFPC. I mean,
how about Jennings? How about Juwan Jennings?
Hey, you ain't lying. I'm sending that right when I get the chance. I'm going to introduce the next name. And then
Juwan Jennings, like Brad said, that's not a bad trade offer right there. That's not bad at all.
That is a good one. I like that. Hey, we about to get Jerry Jeudy out of here, Kraft man. Somebody going to go for it.
I was going to say Josh Downs, but I hate Anthony Richardson. So
don't you dare say no Josh Downs.
That's close, though.
All right, Kraft man, switch it on up, man. Let's talk about NDB's guy, DJ Moore.
God, I wish he was here right now because he has no reason to hate DJ Moore the way that he does. But he does. DJ Moore, late first.
Easy.
I don't know.
I would say he's probably lower at the late first. I would just rather have Odunze, but yeah, DJ Moore, he's up there in that alley too.
We got to talk about him long because DJ Moore is just kind of a.
Is Keenan Allen gone?
Yeah, most likely. I think he's gone.
Most likely.
Yeah, you'll see him in the green and gold.
Because I know a lot of people keep saying DJ Moore, Odunze, but Keenan Allen scored more points than either one of the motherfuckers on the fucking team.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like Keenan was good last year, but I've always liked DJ Moore. I just felt like he's like that Terry McClaurin throughout his career, where he's just super talented, but ain't never had nobody throwing the ball. So
he is. He definitely is.
I think you've seen like the floor with DJ Moore last year with Caleb Williams. I think they obviously going to get better. I would think. Damn.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's just slide over to the next name because this one right here is a little bit difficult. Courtland Sutton. What do we think about that guy right there? I'll be honest. If I have Courtland Sutton and I can get a late first for him, I'm selling him. I don't know why. I know that offense is ascending, and I've been on the Bo Nix kind of, I'm not a train or whatever, but I just didn't think Bo Nix and them were going to be terrible. But I just feel like Courtland Sutton, man, so high on that, man. I mean, that dude's value was nothing before this season started.
Wide receiver 13 last year with Bo Nix, eight touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. I mean,
it ain't nothing to sneeze at, but it's like, man, that value was nothing the year before, and then now it's something. It's like, man, I just want to sell him.
Seems fluky. It definitely seems fluky to me. But
yeah,
but I did watch a little bit of the Broncos, later in the season when they started getting some, TV time, and I was like, damn. Like this passing offense really does run through Courtland Sutton. Yeah. So, it was kind of weird. So this is a trade that can get done.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would give a first for Courtland Sutton just because of the Bo Nix situation going on. I mean, he was decent with Russell Wilson. If anything, that's a bright part of that offense is Courtland Sutton.
I mean, he was wide receiver 35 and wide receiver 43 with Russell Wilson.
Exactly where I want to be.
You said decent. You didn't say good. You said decent. So
I said decent. I didn't say great.
I mean,
it was a touchdown making machine though the year before. Like
he did score. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. I remember touchdowns.
He scored 10.
That's all he did was just get touchdowns. He might get like 20 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
10 yards. Oh yeah, and a touchdown.
Yeah. Hey, all right. What about Kittle?
Oh, I'm getting Kittle. I want Kittle. I'll trade so really, this is where it comes down to in the rookie draft is if you're tight end needy, would you rather have like Tyler Warren from Penn State or George Kittle? Wherever you think Tyler Warren's going, would you rather have George Kittle? And that's kind of where I'm at.
I don't think it's gonna work like that because where is Tyler Warren gonna go? This dude ain't gonna be. I mean, is he gonna be a first rounder?
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of the mock drafts.
Oh, is he?
He's been projected to go like to the Colts or the Jets in like the mid-first of the NFL draft. So, George Kittle or Tyler Warren, I think it's kind of up in the air.
I lean Kittle. I mean, the rookie tight ends, what are they going to do? I don't even if I'm rebuilding, I don't even want to wait on one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, Sam Laporta and Brock Bowers. What are them rookie tight ends going to even do?
Trash. Yeah. Hey, and we already talked about selling them. 1 year, goodness, and then we talk about getting rid of it. Peace out. I don't know. I mean, I just would rather have a sure thing at tight end if I'm really going for it. I guess it's just if I'm rebuilding, give me Tyler Warren. That decision ain't hard. It's just where your team's at, I guess. I mean, I'll definitely slide a 112 for Kittle. I'm trying to win a championship.
Hey, go ahead and send that shit out there too, Matt. The 110 for Kittle. We need tight end help.
We're gonna send it out about 10 different ways and just see who accepts it. Pitts, we got Pitt. Oh, go ahead, Crab.
I was just gonna say in that league, we ain't getting the quarterback that we need at 110 this year. I don't think. So.
Nah, that one definitely ain't working out. Crabman, Kyle Pitts.
I was talking to Levi on the phone, and he's the one who brought him up. So I don't even want to be associated with Kyle Pitts. So I put him in there because there was somebody in the world that wanted to trade a first-round pick for Kyle Pitts. So, I mean, I don't want to do it. Fuck Kyle Pitts.
I can't do it. I defended a lot. I tried to I ain't even going to say defended, but I was just like, I defended Kyle Pitts as a player in the tight end position. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker ain't shit. I'm tired of dealing with him. I mean, what am I going to do with Kyle Pitts? Would I really throw my second round pick for Kyle Pitts? I don't even know if I would, because I'd be trying to go for somebody else that I could use that second round pick on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a believer in it.
Kyle Pitts or Tucker Kraft? I mean,
Kraft.
Kraft.
That's easy.
So Levi's just
I'll take Kraft.
Levi's crazy.
Sorry as above. Man, Levi, you crazy for that one. You can get him for cheaper. Throw 2 seconds out there before you throw it first. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, shoot, crap, man. Before we close it out, man, I'm going to ask one question. How many position players out there would you take over the 101? So we play a lot of super flex, so let's just kick all the quarterbacks out and all that stuff. How many position players? I'm going to say there's like probably
What's up, big girl?
4 or 5 wide receivers, 6 receivers, and maybe 3 running backs.
How many position players would you take over the 101?
Yeah.
And at premium, I mean, I'd probably take Bowers. That's just a tight end off the list. And then I would take Gibbs, Bijan, maybe Saquon. That one's kind of close. Let's leave it at 2. And then receivers, obviously, you got Chase, Amon-Ra, CD, and Justin Jefferson.
What about Puka and Nico?
I wouldn't take Puka. Love Puka for this coming year, but I'm scared about the Stafford situation. Nico, I would leave it at the 4. The 4 receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end. And obviously a bunch of quarterbacks.
Yep. I think I'm with you. I just wonder where that 101 is to.
That's a lot of quarterbacks. And Superflex.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking like all the way down to like, I mean.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow definitely, and even further along
way down
crowd past that. So
probably be out of the first round of the Superflex mock draft or a real draft, I would say. But all right, now shoot, I was just wondering where we stood on that 101 as of today. Might ask that question again.
Well, Brad, where you at? I mean, I mentioned before the episode that in best ball, Ashton Genty's going ahead of Christian McCaffrey. So
yeah, what?
Ashton Genty is going ahead of Christian McCaffrey in best ball right now. So, like, where
I'm taking McCaffrey. I'm taking McCaffrey this year.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in Dynasty, where would you how many players would you take over Ashton Genty in Dynasty?
I probably would. I mean, I'd even take McCaffrey over Kyron Williams.
All right, next year. You're talking about McCaffrey,
yeah. But you're talking about like in Dynasty, I would take.
No, I'm saying Ashton Genty in Dynasty.
No, I wouldn't. I'd still take McCaffrey. He can win it for you right now. It depends on where you're at. Like I'm saying, if you're winning now, I would take McCaffrey. I'd try to get him no matter what.
That kind of shows
say you get a Saquon, Christian McCaffrey bubble right there. I mean, that could be crazy. That's going to win it for you, maybe. You know, what you got Derrick Henry too? What if you trade like the first for Derrick Henry, and you got 3? Then you got 3 of them. Then you need 1 more to get 4 horsemen, and that's all you need.
Matt, Phil didn't respond to me, but I did offer him James Cook for Derrick Henry straight up.
Did you?
Damn, for real?
Yeah, he didn't respond to it. I feel like Phil's one of them teams that needs to start looking to get a little younger.
He should respond to that one. I'm gonna text him about that one. For real.
You can't be worried about getting younger, man. You gotta live for now.
Hey, I'm trying to two-peat. Adding Derrick Henry to Jahmyr Gibbs and Kyron is gonna be a fucking problem.
Man, they might be rolling out there in wheelchairs, but they might win it for you.
I'm with you.
When you collect the money, it don't matter, does it?
It don't matter. It don't matter how old they are. They think they care. That's my Social Security money. I don't give a shit.
I guess we can go ahead and wrap this one on up. I'm just going to say what we got to say before I just even play the music. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fix that. We're going to make a little YouTube beginning and ending one of these days. But crap, man, anything you want to say? I just want to say thanks for listening to the podcast. and just tell somebody about it, and then come join us. We'll be playing a lot of the. I'm definitely gonna try to get a startup rolling, and then we're gonna see what else we can get rolling. Best balls, maybe a listener league, some other stuff, redraft. But hey, just come get involved with us, and we'll try to set you up. Crap, man, you got anything you want to say?
We're gonna be rolling out with the best balls and stuff this year, and as far as like the podcast goes, the rookies are coming up. Me and Matt, maybe Noah will hop on with us, talk about some rookies. That's not, Brad's forte right there with the rookies, but I'm sure he'll get on with us some. And I'm ready to talk about this upcoming season and where these rookies are going to land. But I'm ready for the NFL draft and free agency. That's kind of the only thing to look forward to right now in football. So.
You ain't lying.
And it's kind of the only thing that the Bears look forward to also.
Man, shout out, Bad. Appreciate you hopping on the podcast with us. Just doing our thing. We tried to get NDB on here with us, but I guess he backed out on us. Man, I fell asleep. I guess.
Bitch ass. I mean, I've told y'all for years that he's a bitch ass. I mean, you just got to believe it now.
Bitch ass is through history.
Yeah.
But with that said, we are out.
Peace.
There we go.